So, I joined into my world, wanted to go mining. Right? I didn't even move out of my base. I just sprint jumped once. And now this funny screen occurred. So, it was not multiplayer, by the way. I hope it still works. Oh, it did. Okay, great. By the way, funny skeleton. I was actually planning on continuing to use this shredder for some while, but I really need some more resources, like ore dribbling at least. So I'm planning to make a centrifuge. And I think, hold on. Yes, now I have everything, and I'm gonna produce some more analog circuits because they are going to get used up during this. Let's just make two of the centrifuge elements first. And yes, nice. I hope I counted the resources correctly. Oh, by the way, this has like almost no durability, so never make that. Even if it does seem cheap. Oh, it's less cheap now. Yeah, you should definitely not make that. Anyways, centrifuge. They do come with a big disadvantage compared to the shredder, and that is that they are slow. I can actually show you that real quick. You probably remember how fast this was, but this one is extremely slow. It can, however, be upgraded and it can be muffled, which are also two great advantages. But it takes more energy to centrifuge one ore than it takes energy to centrifuge not centrifuge, to shredder one ore. And believe it or not, but that is not actually why I made two centrifuges. That is for automatic ore processing. For now I could actually set something semi-automatic up. So output, input, belt, and I hope this is fast enough so this doesn't clog up, but yeah, it does seem faster than the centrifuge. And by the way, you don't need to do something like this and then have a crate here. You can actually just have this, because you can just put the ore right in here and it will automatically go in. Nice. And this comes with just more storage space than this one singular slot. And we still have a steel issue, so I will have to go mining yet again. I actually did find one of these red keys in one of my crates, in the miscellaneous crate that is not sorted at all. So it was interesting that I even found it, but I can just right click this and that is one block too low. That is actually evil. And now a room generated with whatever this is. Queen of Spades. Power. It's a 33% chance to tank damage with no cap. No cap? Okay, I should stop using slang. I'm going to fucking kill myself. Holy shit. Nice. Also, I think you cannot mine those blocks without Silk Touch, so I will not attempt it. And I'm pretty sure you can also not craft them. At this point, there's actually no more reason to save those crystals, because you can only use them by smelting, shredder, or centrifuge, or electrolysis, which is ever so slightly better than centrifuging, but it takes longer, takes more energy, and also requires acid, which I don't want to invest. It's mainly nitric acid, which is not that cheap. I mean, it is cheap, but I don't wanna. So I'm just gonna throw all this in here. And once we centrifuge the iron, we should get iron dust, iron powder, which is actually more iron than we would get from putting it in here, and also more iron than iron and titanium we would get from putting it in here. So I'm just going to do that, and once I get the iron dust, I'm going to put it in here instead of the ore. And then we can actually just destroy this part entirely. The next factory I'm planning, I didn't want to make out of bricks as well or just cobblestone, because that's even uglier. So I'm going to mass produce some concrete. For that, I'm just going to input the infinite water tank again, and I put a steel crate. You can put any thing that can hold items here. And I'm just going to put everything I need in here. And now it should just do it itself. And I just realized that I put double the amount of cement in I needed. Or just half the amount of other blocks. I think that's more reasonable. I should put more of that in here. If you're struggling with sand, there's actually a few ways. For once, you can shredder sandstone to get actually pretty much sand. And you can also shredder gravel. But that just gives you one. And of course, you can also shredder cobblestone to get gravel. And I just realized that our centrifuge is completely bricking our energy production. It's not breaking the production, it's consuming too much for any of the other machines to still work. So sad. We could fix that by either just being able to produce more energy or storing more energy, which I'm currently both working on. I don't think you can imagine how incredibly rich I feel right now. I can just make actually one stack of gold blocks. And I forgot to mention that, but since we have a tier 3 anvil, we can now make plates way easier without having to use up durability on this one. So I am unsure if we even need the plate stamp anymore, but it might come in handy again, but I'm not sure. And while not recording, because I was just doing repetitive things, I got a handheld Geiger counter from a zombie. And 4 lodestones, which is extremely surprising since before I at most got 1 lodestone per world. But I got those from just putting iron powder in here and smelting it, and then randomly got it when shift clicking the iron ingots out. So I am unsure how exactly you get those, but I think you get them from smelting stuff. I don't know if it has to be anything that gives you iron ingots or if it can just be anything. But yeah, that is incredible because those attract items in a range of 5 blocks. And we can craft 3 of them together. I'm just gonna do that. To attract items in a range of 8 blocks. And you can put that in every special slot. For example, here. And now, if I drop something, it will just fly towards me. This is actually annoying. However, if I, for example, mine something, it also comes towards me. So this will definitely help me mining stuff down there. No, actually down there should be my mine. So initially it was very hard for me to get everything, and now I can just do this. And even the stuff that is over some ore that I don't want to mine, even though I want to mine this, will now just come into my inventory. So this is a great help. So you should definitely smelt, I don't know how many stacks that was. Probably 5 stacks of iron powder. Or more. All the smiling gave me orange cat syndrome, or also known as acute radiation poisoning. So I could just, okay, this is bad. I could just make medication against it, but I don't have any nether wart, and I don't know where nether fortress is, and I don't think there's any other way to get it. But I could also make a player decontaminator, which just continuously rids me of radiation as long as I stand on it. And I think the effect stacks, so I'm going to make 4 of those, so I can stand like in the middle and get the effect from this, and this one. So first off, I'm just going to put the beryllium ore in here, shredder some coal, And also some lead. Okay, that should be everything to make those. Yes. And I don't remember where I got these, but I think I found them somewhere. This also gives us emerald, as well as a little bit of gravel. But the amount of gravel you get is negligible. Because it's just 1 per ore, and you would get the same from just shredding cobblestone. Yummers. I got a feeling that these are actually faster than a normal furnace. Even though I thought they took the same time. But now I have 4-player decontaminators. And I can see it goes down fast. And does it go down faster? Probably. Yes. I probably still have lung cancer from all the asbestos and coal dust I breathed in, but I honestly don't care. Okay, I'll let you in on what I was planning. I actually want to get better energy storage before I get better energy production. So I was planning to build a building for that, maybe here. Because that is like in the middle of everything. And I will probably be expanding in that direction anyways. So yeah, I'll just get started and then cut to when the foundation is already built. Because I will probably have to rebuild this a few times. And I hate cutting rebuilding. Okay, so I think this is actually the smallest size I can have it. This is 19 by 9 on the outside and 17 by 7 on the inside. And I don't know how tall I will have to build this, but maybe I'll build the interior first and then the outside, like I did there, because then it's easier to build the roof. So we're going to be making a bit more insulators and wait, I just realized that I may be stupid. We don't need 3 stacks. We actually don't even need 1 stack. I think this should be enough. Yeah. Okay, I kind of overcrafted on that, but that's not that bad since we will definitely need a lot of red copper later. For example, right now we need red copper to make some of those, because for that we need red copper. Oh wait, we craft 4 in bulk. I'm stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna overcraft. It doesn't really matter. We're not that poor anymore. Nice. Now I want to have these on head height, so I will have to put those above it. So we will be going up 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And then an additional 1 for the roof. And now, for whatever reason, you have to start placing them like the wrong way. I would have liked that if you place them like this, the open part is on the other side, but apparently that's not how Bob wants it. Okay. Now just put one of these below each one. Okay, nice. This looks pretty good for a completely unfinished build, actually. And we need even more red copper for this. These are basically like the paintable fluid ducts I used over there, but for energy. So I'm going to place one here and then paint it. So now we have these red dots on every orange dots actually. on every side, and that can accept energy. Also up here I built this kind of wrongly, and the magnet is coming in handy again. Ooh, I actually need to be careful not to fall down. I wanted to use these for that. And then from each of those capacitors, 2 out to each side. You will see later why I'm doing this. And of course, I'm going to paint all of these with concrete. Nice. Now this looks very stupid, actually. Okay, next up is an unreasonable amount of gold capacitors. And these need to be placed with the bottom side, the one with the steel plates. Wait, no, the steel plates were on the top. The one of the steel ingots. Facing towards one of the non-open sides of the capacitor buses. Okay, this might already be my most expensive building. I'm gonna make a screenshot real quick. However, it's not even done yet, so it is going to get slightly more expensive. By the way, if you are thinking that it would just look better if I put the cables here instead of there, it doesn't connect. It only connects in the top of the capacitors, so I'm kind of forced to work like this. Okay, beautiful. This is now all set up and working. I mean, not really. I need to like rewire all of my energy system to use capacitors because they have the glorious disadvantages that they output one side and input another side, while the energy blocks output and input on the same side, so you can use the same energy system, or like you could theoretically make them attached to the same one, but I don't want the stuff that's going out to go back in and then maybe make the energy transfer less efficient, because that just seems like it sucks. So I'm going to make an entire energy system that will that will input into the machines, and an entire energy system that takes energy from generators and puts it in the top of this building. For that, I'm also going to make it accessible from both sides. Not just this one. And at the top as well. Very nice. So I was thinking a bit about how I'm going to make the roof, and at first I thought I'm just going to make like a angled roof with stairs, but then I had the idea that I could just have like a bit angled here and put glass in there, so it kinda gives like an observatory feel. Did I already fuck it up? I in fact did. Great. Nice. Very beautiful. I'm just going to remove a bit on this side and nobody's going to know. Yes. This does look nice. Kinda. It actually looks kinda horrible. It doesn't look nice at all. But from the inside it looks nice. And if I would have just done this with normal concrete blocks instead of glass, it would have kind of looked stupid because of how close the cables are to that. So I'd rather go with this. Also, this gives more light on the day, which is nice. Definitely. I was planning to use an alternative light source in here instead of torches, because having something hot below capacitors, does not seem like a great idea, believe it or not. I know it doesn't have any influence on the stuff at all, in-game at least. However, I kind of want to make it a bit more believable. Okay, so I think I will have to break this one and place one here. And I hope it still connects to here. It does, because I think 25 or 24 blocks in that direction and 24 blocks in that direction, which would in turn be, I don't know, 24 times the square root of 2, I think. That still works, because the calculation is kind of silly. So yeah, that is nice to keep in mind. But yeah, this will have to do, unless I find like a more aesthetically pleasing way. Maybe, okay, like an ever so slightly more aesthetically pleasing way would be something like this hold on. Something like this probably. This now has a little bit of clipping here, but at least it doesn't permanently block a space of snow, which does look ugly. And now I have to somehow reconnect it. Yes, this is working well now. Beautiful. This is 320 million HE stored. This dual energy system is probably going to cause me some organization problems in the future. For the next step of ore processing and a lot of other stuff, we need welded steel plates. For that, we need the arc welder. And for that, we need graphite electrodes. And for that, we, of course, need graphite or whatever this is. So I was planning to make something that semi-automatically produces graphite. So I only have to put coal in, and then it gives me graphite. And I did actually not want to build it in another building or just outside. So I was planning to build it in here. And within here, I mean actually below us. But I don't have a basement yet, so I would have to make that first. I'm going to be using steel ladders, which are basically just normal ladders, but I think you mine them faster with a pickaxe. No, never mind, they are also toolless. That is stupid. But they kinda look better. Or at least more fitting for what I'm building right now. So from this corner to this corner over there, it's 13 blocks. I'm also making the room 5 blocks tall. And I think I should be doing 27 more blocks in that direction to have it the same size as what is up here. For that I will yet again make these pickaxes because they have the AoE ability. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Wow, you should praise me. I'm so good at counting. Now I will have to do that a few more times. At least we are getting a nice amount of cobblestone from this. And we can make all of that into gravel if we so choose. Oh, I forgot that they double as a shovel. Nice, now we have a room, like roughly. But I'm not really happy with these torches, so I think I'm gonna do some lighting like we have up here. Wait, hold on. Wait, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, and that's 1. That is stupid. Bob, if you're watching this right now, what the fuck did you think? Putting it like 1 block too far over there. I'ma just fix that real quick before continuing to build my basement. This magnet thingy I have in my chest plate also helps when mining dangerous material, because I can just mine it, automatically collect it, and step away. And they die, even though they have gas masks. Oh, there's a nether fortress down there. I might be able to get some useful from it. But yeah, this also helps with mining glowstone, because now this doesn't fall down anymore, but falls straight into my inventory. Oh yeah, there's now a 33% probability that if I jump down there, I will just not take any fall damage. So, should I try it? Wow, it worked. That is nice. So, my axe has an ability that is called Capacitor, which makes mobs drop their head. And that's pretty useful, because that over there is a wither skeleton. Or rather, it makes mobs drop their head with a higher probability. And it didn't. Can you fuck off? I should probably have brought a pickaxe with Silk Touch, because I think these drop 3.5 glowstone on average. So I'm getting slightly ripped off. Wow, this nether coal ore is really firing up my kleptomania. Like, it looks so shiny and it's a lot. And I have not Silk Touch. I have Vein Miner on my pickaxe. So it feels extremely rewarding to just take that. No, that was a foul. That is not. You can literally see that this guy is cheating. Fucking finally. Can you not tell that I'm busy? Okay, now I'm gonna make 1 stack and 20. And I think I will also... Oh no, I need 8 stacks and... I don't know, I need a lot. I need over 10 stacks of iron bars. Okay, so guys, this is over 3 stacks of iron ingots. Just to be able to make 1 stack. And I still have those 20 left. And not enough iron bars to do anything. And not even enough iron ingots. I literally sacrificed my whole iron supply. Hello, Enderman. Why do they always just run away? Am I really that disturbing? Fuck off. I'm building right now. I mean, I could have just put a glowstone up there, but... I don't know. It's too late for that anyways. Wow. That looks alright, but now I don't have enough for these anymore. I mean, for this one, but not for this one. I could cut 2 out as a cost-cutting measure. Wait, that's 24 blocks. Wait, no, I'm stupid. I will just have to get more iron. Okay, so slight reminder. One of these is 1 glowstone block and 3 iron ingots. I did not expect them to be that expensive. But, yeah. Now I made them and it's too late. All of my iron is gone. But at least this looks good. I'm gonna remove the torches real quick. Yes, this does indeed look good. And I kind of like the natural ground in here still. It might not be to everyone's taste, but that's also exactly the reason why I won't be taking this iron ore and all this coal here. Oh, I just found another key behind some redstone, but I don't... keyhole. But I don't have any key to open it, so I should probably just remove this real quick and make a new waypoint. I was planning to do some more stuff, but this episode is already getting too long, so you will have to see that in the next episode. Anyways, please like, subscribe, and join the Discord server.